If you're a Virgo watching this, I need you to do one thing before you keep going. Think about your exact birthday. Not just the month, the actual date. Because what I'm about to show you is going to split every Virgo watching this video into two completely different people. By the end of this, you'll understand why a Virgo born on August 25th and a Virgo born on September 15th can share the same sign, the same symbol, the same daily horoscope, and still feel like they're not living the same life at all. Stick with me here, because the details get specific fast. Pay attention to how many of them actually land for you. Here's something most people never think about. The sun doesn't flip a switch on the first of the month and turn everyone into a new person overnight. Virgo season runs from August 23rd to September 22nd, a full 30 days. And where you land inside that window matters almost as much as the sign itself. Be born in the first week, right on the tail end of Leo season, and you carry something with you that late September Virgos simply don't have. Be born deep into September, closer to Libra, and you become something else entirely, quieter, sharper, more inward. Two Virgos, same sign. Two completely different operating systems. Let's start with the ones born first. If you were born between August 23rd and roughly the 31st, you are what astrologers call a cusp, Virgo, and you've probably already noticed you don't act like the Virgo everyone jokes about online. You're still detail-oriented. You still notice things other people miss. But there's a warmth in you, a confidence, that pure September Virgos don't carry the same way. That's Leo's fingerprint. You were born close enough to Leo season that some of its fire never fully left you. Here's what that actually looks like in your life. In a group project, you're not the one quietly fixing everyone's mistakes in the background and hoping someone notices. You're the one who speaks up. You take the lead, and you do it while still being the most competent person in the room. You want to do excellent work, and you want to be seen doing it, and that combination makes you one of the most naturally magnetic people in the entire zodiac, even though nobody ever talks about Virgo that way. Maybe it's a work project. Maybe it's texting first after an argument you didn't start. Maybe it's just speaking up in a family group chat when nobody else will. Whatever the version, you're the one who moves first. And yet, on nights when nobody's watching, there's a small voice that wonders if you came on too strong. You'd never admit that part out loud. In relationships, you show your feelings. You're not hiding behind quiet acts of service, hoping your partner eventually figures out how much you care. You'll say it. You'll show it. And when a decision needs to be made, you make it while a lot of other Virgos are still stuck on a pros and cons list 3 days later. That doesn't mean you never second guess it once it's out there. You just don't let the second guessing slow you down. If any of that sounds like you, and you've spent your whole life feeling like you don't quite match the anxious, overthinking Virgo stereotype, it's not because something's wrong with you. It's because you're not that Virgo. You're the other one. Now, if you were born anywhere from September 1st through the 22nd, you are Virgo in its purest, most concentrated form. This is the version of the sign the internet actually builds every single one of those memes about. You notice everything, every flaw, every inconsistency, every tiny detail out of place. And that includes the ones in yourself. Where an August Virgo lets a small mistake go, you replay it in your head at 2 a.m., wondering how you possibly missed it. Maybe it's the typo in the group chat nobody else caught. Maybe it's the spice rack label turned the wrong way. Maybe it's just a small catch in someone's voice that told you something was wrong before they said a word. You'd rather work quietly and let the results speak for you than stand up and announce what you did. And if you're honest, some part of you resents it a little when someone else takes credit for work you did more carefully and more thoroughly than they ever could. And yet every so often, usually when it matters most, you'll surprise everyone and say exactly what you think, blunt and unfiltered, before quietly slipping back into being the quiet one. In relationships, you don't say, "I love you" 50 times a day. You show it by remembering the coffee order, by quietly fixing the thing they mentioned was broken 3 weeks ago, by showing up 10 minutes early so they never have to wait for you. And when you don't get that same effort back, it hurts more than you'll ever admit out loud. Here's the part almost nobody explains though. If you were born in the last week of September, closer to Libra, something starts to shift. You keep every ounce of that Virgo precision, but you start caring more about harmony, about keeping the peace, about how the people around you actually feel, not just whether the details are correct. Late September Virgos are often the ones who can walk into a tense room and quietly diffuse it, the same effortless way they'd fix a typo. Where they clash, put these two in the same room and the friction shows up fast. The August Virgo wants credit. The September Virgo thinks wanting credit out loud is almost embarrassing. You should just let the work speak for itself. The August Virgo decides fast and moves on. The September Virgo is still turning the decision over hours later, hunting for the flaw they might have missed. And yet, they need each other more than either one likes to admit. The August Virgo brings the confidence to actually put the September Virgo's flawless work in front of the world. The September Virgo brings the depth and precision that keeps the August Virgo from moving too fast and missing something that mattered. Why it matters. And here's the part that changes how you should think about this entire sign. Everything people associate with being a Virgo, the anxiety, the self-doubt, the exhausting overthinking, the inability to just relax and let something be good enough, that's not a Virgo trait. That's a September Virgo trait. If you're an August Virgo who has never related to a single one of those memes, it's not because you're a bad Virgo or somehow not a real one. It's because you were never that version of the sign to begin with. Same sun sign, same symbol, two entirely different people walking around answering to the same name. So which one are you? The August Virgo who leads or the September Virgo who perfects? Drop your exact birthday in the comments, along with one word that describes you right now. I want to see how many of you land exactly where this said you would. And if this hit close to home, stay close, because Virgo isn't the only sign secretly living a double life. Every sign has an early half and a late half that barely resemble each other, and we're going through every single one of them next.